Hey guys, Dr. Adana here, and today we're going to talk about vision boards. So, you've been in this week, you've seen the little sheets that we have everywhere, and we have been asking, what is your vision? So if you have no idea what a vision board is, or why you would ever make one, let's talk about it a little bit. So, first things first, a lot of times when we are asked about what we want, what our goals are, the first thing that may come out of our mouth is things that we don't want. And if we're really trying to get a goal, why are we putting energy and focus and intention on things that we don't want? So a vision board is the exact opposite of what we don't want, right? It's what we want. It's what we want to manifest. It's what we want to create. It's what is in our beautiful brains that we are then trying to put out there, that we're trying to give energy to. Because see, there's a big difference between just kind of thinking about something and then actually declaring something. And then from that point, like putting it on a piece of paper and then seeing it and then giving it attention, giving it intention. It's like a constant reminder. And why not? Like, why not? It's kind of like that appointment that you have up on the refrigerator. Like, it's a constant reminder, right? So why not make all the things that you want in your life a constant reminder? So one of our favorite ways to actually create a vision board is to split it up into a couple categories. You absolutely don't have to do it this way, but I have split up a vision board into 4. Now, I don't have a poster board. A poster board is a really cool way to put this together. Or you can do what I've done. I have a sheet of paper that says mindset and my brain. I have a sheet of paper that says family and relationships. I have a sheet of paper that says business, and I have a sheet of paper that says health and wellness. So I would like to focus on these 4 things together, and I would like to put all of the things that I want to manifest and create on these sheets. So the first thing that you are going to do, if you have some old magazines around, pull out the magazines, or you can do what I did. Is I just went to good old Google. I typed in a bunch of stuff that I wanted. I selected print, and I printed them in 3x5 pictures because I figured I could just cut everything up. Because sometimes we don't have that, mid-century magazine laying around that we might want something from. So I'll show you a couple of my things, and then hopefully this will help guide you in how to create your own vision board. And then the other thing is, once you create it, you actually have to do something with it. Like, you took time right now, you're already putting so much amazing energy into the fact that you took time and you're going to take time to print all those things that you want. That's step 1, because you kind of get all excited on the inside to try to figure out, like, oh my God, is this what I want? Is it not what I want? And then the other really important thing to focus on is, while you're doing that, are you going to be afraid to print something in particular? Like, there might be a goal that you want to put down on a piece of paper that's going to make you really nervous. I want you to print that one even bigger, because that nervousness is your ego. That nervousness is everything trying to hold you back, to have you play small. And so I'm here to tell you that the intention of this vision board and the point of all of that is to blow that mindset out of the water, is to slash that story, to stop telling that lie to yourself, and to instead be bold, be brave, and make it loud and proud. So let's start maybe with the mindset. No, I'm going to start with health and wellness. So things that, obviously this isn't like everything, but health and wellness, of course, is anything that's got to do with your body. So what are your body goals? Is it that you want to wear a particular pair of jeans or a bathing suit now that the summer is coming up? Is it that you're wanting your gallstones to be gone? Is it that you want to be able to run a mile under a certain amount of times? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, but it's anything having to do with your body. The main thing that I want you to focus on with your body is make sure that you are putting goals down, and make sure you are printing pictures that are actually empowering. So I'll show you a couple that I've done. I printed the picture 145 because I really like this weight. I like this goal, and that's where I want to be. And then I printed the picture of a paleo food chart, like kind of pyramid, because I really like that type of food. Other things that are super nourishing for my system, this is a really nice picture of like a farmer's market, because I know that that's going to help me towards my goal weight. Hydration is a big part of that. As you can see, this kind of covers everything for me and my health. There's the water portion of it. There's the good kind of other drinks that I might have that are going to be less sugar. There's the coffee portion of it, which reminds me of my intermittent fasting. And so there's also my barbell, because I really like to lift. So one of the most important ways for me to get to my goal is to be able to do that. So it's a reminder. Again, those are just a couple of things, but they're just reminders to me of what's going to drive me forward with my health and what my actual goals are. Fortunately, I can tell you that, there was a time in the past where my goals were to really hone in on certain digestion. Then I would have put up some digestive things that I wanted in there. At times when I kind of stopped gluten, it was a lot of stuff with my brain and kind of balancing out some chemicals there. So then I would have put something like that. So the health and wellness part is supposed to be things you want for your health, things that excite you, not things that you feel like you're lacking. Because at no point in doing anything with a vision board do you want to put forward lack energy. You don't want that. You want to put forward what you're actually wanting to manifest, what makes you excited. And if you feel like you can't achieve it, too bad, because you get to put it down anyway. And even if you don't achieve that one thing, let's say by the end of my quarter, because let's say we're going to do a quarterly goal, right? Let's say my weight is not at 145. Let's say my weight is at 147, but I am exactly where I want to be. Things are fitting the right way. My energy is phenomenal. My digestion is fantastic. Do you think I'm going to want because I didn't have those 2 pounds? No, I'm going to remind myself of all the work that I did do and where I truly got to. And with that, kind of ties in really well with body, is don't get yourself obsessed with a number. Get yourself obsessed with a feeling. Get yourself obsessed with what that'll help you do. For example, when I weigh 145 pounds, I will be able to keep up with running for much longer than I'm doing. I will be able to lift 50 pounds heavier. I will be able to do more HIIT exercises. I will be able to fit into my size 6 to 4 jeans. Do you know what I mean? Because then you realize, oh my God, I thought 145 was totally the goal to do that, but it's not. Like, I got to those things at 147, at 148. So who cares, right? Who cares what that other part said? Health and wellness, get your body goals down. This is exciting. This is one of those things where if you do end up splitting your charts and you actually have different places in the house that you can put them, health and wellness is one that I would recommend putting kind of up on your mirror in the bathroom maybe, because you get up in the morning, you're brushing your teeth, you're washing your face, you're doing your morning routine for your moisturizer, whatever it might be. And some of you are working out in the morning, or you've got other stuff coming up in the afternoon. I think it'd be cool and as a good suggestion to put it there. Another place that you can put it, again, depending on what your routine is, you can put this maybe in your closet. Like, you're going to open the door and it's going to be the first thing on that closet to be able to then see what those goals are. Hi, Marta. And so number 2, we are going to focus on mindset and my brain. This is basically being, your being. What are you doing for that? What are you focusing on? Is it meditation? Is it prayer? Is exercise a part of that for you? Is it journaling? Is it reading? Like, what gets to feed your mindset? What gets to feed your brain? There are so many cool things that you can do there. You can put things like, this is like my meditation, right? It's the beach. It kind of reminds me of that sunshine and soaking everything up there. You can put things that are going to focus on just mindset as a whole. You can do things that have words on them. For example, things that are going to feed your brain. Affirmations are huge for this. I'm going to try to get my affirmation deck without knocking everything down. I'm not gonna be able to. But affirmations are my favorite part to put under being. I don't have the whole deck sitting in front of me, but you guys know that obviously that's a big part of what we do. So pick words you resonate with, put them on that place, because those words, those affirmations, they're an anchor to you. When shit hits the fan throughout the day, they're an anchor for you. When homeschooling's going bonkers, they're an anchor for you. When you've got 1,000 different clients to answer to and 18 different emails, and you're also, running your household and working and doing everything in between, they're an anchor for you. They're a way to help you always remember your self-worth, always remember your self-love, and always remember that you get to give to you first. I know it's a tough one. So then you can show up as your best version for everybody else. As a mom, I think this is probably one of the biggest conversations, and you don't have to be a mom to do this, but we very much think that we get to sacrifice ourselves and we have to give to everybody else first before we give to ourselves. Well, I'm here to A, give you permission if you needed it, or B, give you a high five if you were already thinking that this is a little bit backwards, or C, open up your eyes to maybe a different way of thinking about this, because you get to give to you first so that you get to show up as the best version to your family, to your spouse, to your kids, to your clients, to whoever else it might be. You can only pour from an empty cup for so long before it's gone. Like before you're pouring from fumes, or before you're irritated or aggravated or just aren't coming from the happiest place. So let that mindset place be all of the words, all of the actions that drive you towards being that better version of yourself. Number 3 is family and relationships. Oh, the mindset stuff. Also keep in a place that maybe is like your own little corner in the house. Like I have a gray chair that I love. That's my chair in our bedroom. So I like to keep that, or once I do this new one, because I usually have a poster size one, I would keep that up there because that's also my favorite meditation chair. I could face it towards the patio and get that sunshine, which I love. It's where I sit to take some coaching calls. That's my chair. That's my space. So pick a space like that that's like yours. Maybe that closet is a good one because as you're getting ready in the morning, you turn, kind of feed yourself everything that you need to there. Number 3 is family and relationships. This is a really, really fun one to not only get to do by yourself, but this is a fun one to do together because you obviously have goals as a family. Maybe it's to travel. Maybe it's going and doing some sightseeing certain places. I know right now isn't the most ideal time for putting all of that down. However, this too shall pass. So once it passes, then we get to figure out all that stuff, right? So a couple things I wrote for me are some awesome kind of homes that I would like to manifest. We as a family love mid-century everything. So I've got mid-century homes, mid-century backyards. I've got mid-century kitchen. I've got a mid-century living room. We are big mid-century. So I would like that to be something that we manifest. I printed a very simple statement that says we are family because there's nothing greater to me than human connection, and there's nothing greater to me than human connection with those that are family, those that are friends that are family, whatever it might be. And so this phrase kind of encompasses everybody that means the world to me in my life, and I get to go forward with that. Another part of what I posted, which this is going to be twofold, are some beach photos because one of our favorite places to go, is Hawaii. So we would like to get back to Hawaii very, very soon as we are, cool to travel again. But there's something so magical about us as a family going to the beach. So we love to sit on the sand, have a quiet breakfast, just kind of do our thing, play all day, soak up vitamin D. It's our vibe. It's what we like to do. If going hiking, if going to the forest, if camping or whatever it might be, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But sit down and figure out what your values are. And then another thing to do on this piece of paper is write some of your family values. Is it honesty? Is it travel? Words that mean something to you. You know, what makes your family your family? What makes your family so important and so fabulous and so just phenomenal, right? Write that all down together. If you're an adult doing this, it's even more fun to have your kiddos kind of give you some of those words or give you some of those things that they love to do as a family. Because sometimes we might think that one thing is what's really driving what everybody likes, and then we might find out that like one of the kids just wants to chill in the backyard and have a picnic outside, and that means like the world to them. Where one of the kids wants to go bike riding for 4 hours a day, and that means the world to them. So figure out what your values are together. Get creative, write places you want to go, things you want to do, skills you want to learn together. Maybe it's woodworking together, which is a big part of the skills in our house, although I don't really participate much. I just reap all the benefits of getting the cool furniture. But just a little reminder to get creative, put all those things down together, and watch them come to play. Where you can hang this, you can hang this out and about, like on a credenza. You can put it maybe up in the living room somewhere. If there's a family room that you have, that would be a really cool place to put it as well, because then every time you guys walk by, you get to see that. And when you constantly feed your brain with these beautiful images of all the things that you want, then you just start to change some patterns around. You change the patterns of negativity. You change the patterns of overwhelm. You change the focus to from what you don't want to what you do want. So the family and relationships one should be really fun for all of you to do together. And it makes me excited for you, because I can't wait to see kind of what kind of stuff that you put together. And then lastly is the fourth kind of category, and that's business. And for some of you, this might apply, and some of you it doesn't. But at the end of the day, whichever category you decide to split things in, it doesn't matter. When you create a vision board, there's no list of things that you have to follow. No, you can literally take one white piece of paper and toss things on there. You can literally draw a vision board out if you want, if you don't want to cut anything out. You can just make it words. You get to choose what works for you and what resonates well with you, so then you can create that. So we've got business, and for me, Avi, we're chiropractors here. I'm a chiropractor here. So I've got some really cool safety pin cycle is one of our favorite things with chiropractic, because it talks about your nerves and carrying messages between brain to body and how important it is to keep that cycle going as opposed to having a subluxated spine. We live, breathe, eat, all of that, right? Second, we've got an awesome spine photo here, which tells us how many vertebrae we've got in each little category, each little section. So I love getting to do that. And then on top of that, for me, is also whatever might be there to represent coaching, because I am a mindset coach at the same time. So that's what I get to work on with my clients. So I have words that say mindset coach. I have things that say coaching, as you saw, kind of with words as the example. I'm going to take a picture of my gray chair and put that on my business, because that's my place to sit. Other things that I'm going to do there are things that I like. For example, to be able to create that abundance in my business means that I get to create abundance in my closet. I like to shop, and so I'm going to put a nice YSL purse up there and some shopping bags, because that's my mojo. That's what I like. That's my jam. I get to create that abundance. Of course it's from helping families. Of course it's from getting everything clear and helping people with their mindset, but it's also helping me. It's also keeping the things that I love and the rewards that I get to have from all of this. So this is just a super, super, super simple way to sit down, take a minute, and truly write down the things that you want. Like for some of us, the last time you actually wrote a goal on a piece of paper, maybe it was for your New Year's resolution. Maybe, if you even, decided to participate in something like that. Or maybe it was like in elementary school when somebody asked you a question. So first and foremost, the point of this activity is just to get your mind thinking. For some of you, this might be really overwhelming because you haven't done something like this in such a long time, and that's okay. take that overwhelm, acknowledge your feeling, and then start maybe with one category a week, right? If you feel like you can't handle the rest, great. One category a week or one category a month. Put that up, make that your goal for that month. Keep manifesting whatever's on there. Keep focusing on that sheet of paper. And then when that becomes kind of more of your norm, then pick the second one. Again, there is no right or wrong way to do this. What we get to do and what we always get to remember is that our goals matter, our values matter, our wants matter, and it's time that we step into that place, and it's time that we create that for ourselves. But we are the only ones that get to do so. So that is all I've got for today. Just a super simple little lesson on how to create your own little vision boards. Again, you can go on Google and type in a bunch of stuff and just push print. You can draw this if you're an artist or not. I have vision boards that are literally stick figures because I don't know how to really draw. You can absolutely cut stuff out from a magazine. You can take photos that you have. Other things that go onto my vision board are like pictures of Amaya and I and Chris and I and us as a family and my parents and my in-laws and everything there. So whatever your version of that is, create that. Put that up all around the house. Take a minute and meditate in front of it. Take a minute and spend time during the day looking at it. And then just kind of wait and watch everything come to play like it's meant to. If you have any questions, please let us know. And please, when you do your vision boards, show us, because I would absolutely love to first see them, but second, hold you accountable to what your goals are. And on that note, if you want a little bit more accountability from this and you want to take it on, let us know. We'd absolutely love to be on that journey with you. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful Thursday. I cannot believe it's the end of the month. But love and appreciate you all, and happy vision board planning. Bye.